beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Please be seated. It's so good to be with you this afternoon. On a rainy afternoon, we have a great crowd, a great opportunity to celebration this afternoon. And we'll continue to seat a few folks as we can. Say welcome to the class of 2019 families and friends. I am Bill Lennon. It gives me great pleasure as chair of the trustees of Western Piedmont Community College to welcome you here today for this celebration of our newest graduates. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here with each of you. It's my privilege to stand before this talented group of graduates, the 2019 graduating class of Western Piedmont Community College. Graduates, I'd like to offer a word of thanks to you because we, including the trustees, the administration, faculty, and staff of Western Piedmont, know that you have made an important decision and a commitment to attend Western Piedmont Community College. I want to thank you for choosing WPCC. We know that this was a decision that you did not take lightly. It involved making a choice that probably took you some time to develop, a choice that may not have required you to use some resources here and there that you may not have planned for, a choice that might have required continuing your employment while attending classes, and one that probably kept you from enjoying days with family and friends, perhaps some sunnier days. You chose to attend Western Piedmont Community College. That choice by you has given us purpose. That choice has given us energy, and that choice will give all in the Western Piedmont family the determination to help you and future students learn, grow, and succeed, just as you have proven you can do. Where is that proof? Well, you're here today. In this moment, you made it. You did it. Congratulations, and thank you. Thank you for allowing us this opportunity to be with you. And thank you for providing that inspiration to see and watch what is possible, to share with you today as your future starts here and now from this very place today. There is no doubt in our minds that the decision you made to attend Western Piedmont will take you to the next step where you will find opportunity, leverage employment, provide a foundation to live life to its fullest, and I believe doing so with God's blessings as well. You will experience a new world just around the corner where impossible becomes possible, where possible becomes probable, and probable turns into reality. For a large part of your time at WPCC, we have used that slogan, "Yes, you can." You found your way to that beautiful, scenic Hilltop campus. You worked, you succeeded, you somehow balanced studies, home responsibilities, and for a number of us, full-time employment as well. You are truly champions to me. Know that over the next many years, the careers you choose will require change and even more skills and experiences. Take comfort in knowing that Western Piedmont will be here to welcome you home as a Pioneer alum, whether on visits or to sharpen the skills for continued success. As we celebrate in this place today, I encourage that you live life your way. Realize that the journey ends here today, starts you to a new edge and a new beginning. In some ways, I feel that I am almost celebrating this graduation with you, additionally in a seat. Yesterday and this weekend, many colleges and universities around the state and the country are having graduations ceremonies such as we are. Our hearts go out to our fellows at UNC Charlotte who've lost students and friends. And at the same time, I am overjoyed to learn of things that happen on the good side of things, where I learned this morning that a 99-year-old lady walked across the stage with a little bit of assistance to get her diploma. She was called to active duty in World War II and did not complete her degree, but she had that opportunity, 99 years young, to walk across the stage just this past week. Good things happen. Great things happen. The future is bright, and I'm so glad to be with you. I went down and celebrated a little bit of my 50th college anniversary celebration yesterday. But as I drove back to be with you this morning, I realized how important it was to be here in Burke County, in Morganton, my hometown, maybe yours too, because what I celebrated yesterday was just that, yesterday. It was the past. Today is the present, and tomorrow is our future. And as I think of that lady who's 99 years young, maybe I'm not through yet either. I'd like to think so. So celebrate this day. Go forward in confidence. Be a proud alum of WPCC. As a pioneer, our future together here in Western North Carolina requires your best, as does your family and their love and support you. When you can, give something back and pay life and God's blessings and rewards forward. When and as you can, be an active alumnus and a supporter of Western Piedmont in the years ahead. Welcome you this day to this event is truly one of my highest honors. Congratulations, class of 2019. Let's get going. It is now my pleasure to welcome Isaiah Gordon, President of the student body and student trustee, to the lectern. Thank you.
Well, welcome again. First off, can I say that I am extremely proud of you guys. I look out here and I see so many of my friends, and I can't help but be filled with pride because I've known what you guys have done. I've seen it, but we've made it. We've made it here. Now, I try and keep to the principle of KISS, keep it simple, stupid. So in saying that, I'll be short, sweet, and to the point. Now, I pondered over spring break trying to figure out what small piece of advice I could share with you in the short amount of time that I have. Something that we can take away from here and use in the challenge called life, while also reflecting on what we've done to get here. And all I could think of was to stop. Take a look around you. See what you have. Take in this very moment, the people sitting beside you, your family behind you and to your sides, all of us up here on stage. Now that moment is gone, just like that, and it will never be repeated throughout the rest of time. You see, each moment, each precious moment is like a gust of wind. And if you listen, you can hear it coming, and then you can enjoy it while it's there. But once it leaves, you'll never have that opportunity again. The same is like moments in our life, most of which just happen per chance. Afternoon with friends, a family member's birthday party, an evening walk with our significant other, or a conversation with our grandparents. All of these precious moments. Today is another one of those moments. Unknown to us, we've been preparing for it ever since we first set foot on Western Piedmont. Every book, every class, every assignment, every late night, and every exam has brought us here. So as you get ready to walk across this stage and accept the diploma that each one of you has strived to attain, reflect on your experiences and look forward to the future. Look forward to the goals that each one of you have. I'll leave you with a quote by Kurt Vonnegut that kind of sums up the point I'm trying to make. Enjoy the small things, the small moments in life, because when we look back, we will realize that they truly were the biggest moments. So once again, congratulations, class of 2019.
Thank you, Mr. Lennon and Isaiah. My name is Michael Helmick. I am the president of Western Piedmont Community College, and I too would like to add my personal greetings to the audience and to the graduates and welcome everyone to the annual spring graduation ceremony at Western Piedmont Community College. This afternoon we are gathered to honor the students of the graduating class of 2019, those students whose desire for learning and aspirations for a better life led them to enroll at Western Piedmont. Before we proceed with the ceremony, I want to recognize several individuals who are here this afternoon to participate in this annual celebration of our students' achievements. First, a group of very dedicated and supportive individuals who give so unselfishly of their time and energy to Western Piedmont, our Board of Trustees. With us this afternoon, as I call your name, if you would stand, Mr. Bill Lennon, Chair of the Trustees, Mr. Bruce Hawkins, past Trustee Chair, Mr. Rodney Harrelson, Mr. Malone McNeely, Mr. Jonathan Mercer, and Isaiah Gordon, Student Trustee. Please join me in showing your appreciation for these individuals. Thank you all. Next, I would like to acknowledge the administration of the college, the deans and the senior administration who work so well together to ensure the efficient operation of the institution. The senior staff of Western Piedmont Community College, please stand as I call your names and remain standing. Ms. Sandy Hoylman, Vice President of Administrative Services. Ms. Rhea Crawford, Vice President of Academic and Student Success. Ms. Kathy Durham, Executive Assistant to the President and Trustee Liaison. Kathy is not on stage, but she is out in the audience helping with this ceremony. Mr. Michael Daniels, Health Engineering and Applied Technology Dean. Ms. Marie McNeely, Dean of Arts and Sciences. Mr. Lee Kaiser, Dean of Workforce Development and Continuing Education. Ms. Susan Williams, Dean of Student Services. Mr. Jim Coleman, Dean of Information Technology. Let's give all these dedicated Western Piedmont administrators a hand. Thank you all. Next, I want to acknowledge our representatives with the Burke Middle College who are seated on stage with us today. Burke Middle College consistently leads the state in performance, and today we have 45 graduates from Burke Middle College who will be receiving degrees from Western Piedmont even before they receive their high school diplomas later this month. The two administrators I'd like to recognize are Ms. Kathy Amos, Principal, and Ms. Suzanne Crawford, Guidance Counselor and College Liaison. If you all would stand. Let's give them a hand. Next, a group of individuals without whom we could not operate the college. You may not be aware that Western Piedmont consistently outperforms many other North Carolina community colleges on the mandated performance measures. And our surveys indicate that our students are pleased with the education they receive and consistently recommend us to their friends and family. Western Piedmont is a college of excellence because we have the best, most dedicated faculty and staff of any college that I know. We do not say thank you enough to these individuals. So please join me in thanking the faculty and staff of Western Piedmont Community College as they stand to receive your applause. Thank you all. Finally, while I'm expressing my gratitude to those individuals who figure so prominently in our college, I want to thank those individuals who are not on the stage today, but made what goes on up here possible. Please help me thank the staff who helped make this graduation event happen, the student services staff. Let's give them a round of applause. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our speaker for this afternoon, Miss Mary Beach Shuping. Every year at graduation, it is my duty to introduce the speaker, but this year is a special pleasure for me to provide this introduction because it is someone I have known and admired since she first came to the North Carolina Community College system. Mary Beach Shuping joined the North Carolina Community College System Office as Director of Governmental Relations in September of 2012. She is a native of Burke County and a Freedom High School graduate. She began her undergraduate career at Western Piedmont Community College before transferring to North Carolina State and completing her bachelor's degree at North Carolina Wesleyan College. She later enrolled in the North Carolina Central University School of Law evening program, where she was senior editor of the North Carolina Central Law Journal and a magna cum laude graduate. Prior to coming to the system office, she was the education director for the North Carolina State Ethics Commission, teaching ethics and lobbying laws to elected and appointed state officials. Ms. Shuping practiced law with the firm of Allen, Penix, and Nichols in Raleigh and worked with the North Carolina General Assembly for almost 10 years, staffing various legislative committees and commissions as a policy advisor and counsel in the House Speaker's office. Since joining the system office staff, Mary has been a tireless advocate for students, advocating for improved community college funding and better legislation to support students' needs. She has developed incredible relationships with all of the legislative delegations in Raleigh, and I can tell you that she is respected by all of our state senators and representatives. In her tenure with the community college system, Mary has been at the forefront of such controversial issues like concealed handguns on college campuses, voter ID using college identifications, student residency requirements, and legislation permitting high school students to attend college at no charge. I can confidently say that North Carolina community colleges are better today because of the work that Mary Shuping has done on our behalf. Western Piedmont has no better friend in Raleigh. As I mentioned earlier, Mary is a Burke County native. She is married to Alan Shuping, also a Burke County native, and her mother, Ms. Shirley Beach, as well as her husband's family, still reside in Morganton. Mary's husband and mother and her niece are in the audience today. So please help me welcome to the lectern, Mary Shuping.
Good afternoon. I cannot begin to convey what an honor and privilege it is to be part of your celebration today. I want to first thank Dr. Michael Helmick for the invitation to address you, as well as the trustees, faculty, and staff here at Western Piedmont Community College. Western Piedmont is my home college, and I hope you take great pride in being part of the Western Piedmont family. Congratulations, class of 2019, you made it. The papers are written, the tests are taken, and today is an opportunity to step back, reflect on, and celebrate your achievements. In this fast-paced world of texting and tweeting, work and school, family and friends, it is rare that we get to take back and reflect on life, and more importantly today, our accomplishments. Today, we are celebrating a significant milestone in your life's journey. Whether you plan to continue your education, start your first career, or embark on a new career. However, whether you're just starting your life's journey or whether you're already down the road, graduation is only one point in that journey. And the one thing that I can assure you is that no matter how planned out your life's journey is, there will be lots of twists and turns along the way. Today is my very first commencement address. In trying to prepare for this, I sought advice from my boss, Community College System President Peter Hans, who said, well, you can't go wrong with 3 or 4 pieces of big life advice using personal examples. Wow, there's no pressure there. Fortunately, I have a few decades of experience to draw on with some things that I've learned, and I'm still learning because I am not very good at taking my own advice, that I would like to share with you as you embark on the next steps in your life's journey. Number 1, get out of your own way. When I first began working full-time, I would have never, ever believed I could even get into law school, much less graduate and pass the bar. At that point, I hadn't even finished my undergraduate degree. Let's just say that in my earlier years, I had been a less than stellar student because in part, I didn't believe I was smart enough to be academically successful. To get out of your own way, you have to overcome anxiety and self-doubt. We all experience them. It's part of being human. But as I have tried to learn over the years, with varying degrees of success, you can't let them control you. You wouldn't be sitting here today if you didn't have the ability to succeed. But you have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone and put yourself out there even when you're scared. One of the things that has helped me most when I'm anxious is reminding myself that other people are successfully doing the exact same thing that is causing me anxiety and feeding my self-doubt. To get out of your own way, you must also fight the fear of failure. I'm not talking about failure itself. Many very successful people fail before they succeed. I'm talking about the fear of failure. The fear of failure is what keeps you from trying. One thing is certain, if you don't try, you will fail. Not because you can't do something, but worse, because you are even afraid to try. One of my biggest fears of failure came at the end of my law school career, the bar exam. Months of preparation, my entire career resting on the success or failure of one 2-day exam. And for those of you who don't know, the names of candidates who pass are posted on a website. So if your name isn't there, everyone knows you didn't make it. After the first day of the exam, I was sure I had failed. 4 years of my life wasted with nothing to show for it. That night, around 3 a.m., I seriously contemplated not going back for day 2, but I knew that if I didn't, it was certain failure. Even though everyone, family, friends, co-workers, would know that I failed, I couldn't allow myself to make failure a self-fulfilling prophecy. The next morning, I got up, threw on my clothes, and finished the exam. 6 weeks later, I learned I had passed the bar. Facebook's Sheryl Sanders says that don't let your fears overwhelm your desires. Let the barriers you face, and there will be barriers, be external and not internal. Your life's goals, after you leave here today and beyond, are far too important to let obstacles of your own making stand in the way. Number 2, surround yourself with people who will push you out of your own way. Sometimes that nagging voice of self-doubt and fear needs someone else to knock it out of the way. Sometimes you need someone to push you out of your comfort zone for you to know what you're capable of doing. It was only as I began to work that my coworkers, who at the time were attorneys, pushed me to finish my undergraduate degree and apply to law school. The people I worked with early in my career saw something in me that I could not, and perhaps never would, see in myself. They supported and pushed me, but they weren't the only ones. I had a very supportive family, especially my husband, who believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. And trust me, he put up with a lot. The man is a saint. Make sure you have those people in your life, whether it's your family, your friends, coworkers, or others. You also need mentors. Oprah Winfrey says it best. A mentor is someone who allows you to see the hope inside yourself. In almost every job I've ever had, I had a mentor. Someone who was willing to take the time to help me. These were the people who were good at their jobs and who I admired, not only for their professional abilities, but also for the way they conducted themselves, both personally and professionally. Find those people in school and in work. And by the way, if anyone ever tells you that you can't do something, you push them out of your way. Number 3, perseverance is your best friend. Even after I was accepted to law school, I wasn't sure I could cut it. I remember all too vividly the night after my very first exam. I had read all the cases, made meticulous outline of the rules and exceptions, and wrote out my own flashcards. I was prepared, or so I thought. I took the exam and then discussed the answers to the essay with my other classmates. They didn't reach the same conclusions I did. I got in my car, determined to hold back the tears until I got home. My husband was out of town, and I called him and sobbed. I failed, I'm quitting, I'm not smart enough to do this. Remember that self-doubt and fear of failure? He said something that was supposed to be helpful. It was not, and I hung up on him. For some reason, we're still married. The next day, I told those coworkers who had been so supportive that I failed the exam. That night, I went to my advisor and told her I didn't think I was cut out for law school. The next week, the exam grades were posted, and I did just fine. Good thing I didn't quit. While I quickly realized that this was going to be harder than anything I had ever done, I decided to stay the course. Every weekend I studied. I refused to give up. This scenario played out again and again every semester until I graduated. Psychologist Angela Lee Duckworth has done numerous studies on what makes someone successful, and she has identified one characteristic, and it is not what you might think. It's not IQ or test score. It's not about how many degrees or certificates you have. It's not physical health or good looks. It's not any of the traditional predictors of success. It's grit. According to Dr. Duckworth, grit is passion and perseverance for long-term goals. Grit is having stamina. Grit is sticking with your future day in and day out, not just for the week, not just for the month, but for years. Grit is living life like a marathon and not a sprint. There's a wonderful example of grit here today. A mom and daughter graduating together. Deborah Baldwin McPeters, graduating with an AAS in paralegal technology, and her daughter, Courtney Lachey McPeters, graduating with an AAS in accounting. Congratulations to you both. I cannot overstate the importance of grit, whether it's in academics, career, or life. I don't believe any of the successes I've had are the result of extraordinary intellect or aptitude. They are due to grit. and the confidence that I've gained from using perseverance to overcome challenges is far more valuable than any degree on my resume. When failures happen or when barriers get in the way, and both will happen, you have to persevere, you have to have grit. Finally, number 4, civility. In an era when civil discourse is the exception rather than the rule, it's all too easy to hide behind the anonymity of social media and say things that you likely, hopefully, would never say directly to someone. Don't get me wrong, I am a big fan of social media. I get a lot of information, both in my personal and professional life, from Twitter. Yet today's society is more polarized than ever. We see it in our national institutions, and I have observed it in my job at the state legislature. There's a quote from U.S. District Court Judge Richard Story that sums it up well. Exhibiting genuine compassion for others can be transforming for us, as well as for those around us. We do not always have to agree, but if we can convey a respect for a differing view, then we can begin to turn down the heat and build relationships, not destroy them. As you move to the next phase of your life, remember to exhibit kindness, respect, and civility. In conclusion, I know that nothing I've shared with you is new or enlightening, but time has taught me that even things that are simple in concept are often difficult in practice. Sometimes we hear them over and over again, and sometimes we need to hear them over and over again. So as you embark on your future, remember to get out of your own way, surround yourself with people who will push you out of your own way, have grit in everything you do, and practice kindness in all parts of your life. If you do these 4 things, you will surprise yourself at what you can accomplish. Class of 2019, congratulations, and thank you again for inviting me.
Now what we're here for. I now ask the candidates for graduation to please stand. President Helmick, I'm honored to speak on behalf of the faculty of Western Piedmont Community College to present to you these candidates for graduation. I certify that these persons have fulfilled the graduation requirements for their respective programs of study as prescribed by the college and the North Carolina Community College system, and recommend that you confer upon them the degrees and diplomas for which they have qualified.
Candidates, you have prepared for the next stage in your lives by completing a prescribed program of study. Whether you choose to continue your formal education at a 4-year college or university, continue employment in your chosen field, or begin employment in a new career, you will be faced with the challenge of adjusting to a constantly changing 21st century. Our world continues to become more complex, requiring that we master the technological, scientific, and humanistic skills which contribute to the development of our society. The foundation you have received in general education will enable you to think critically, to reason logically, and to judge wisely both in your careers and in your daily lives. Western Piedmont Community College has prepared you well for whatever path you choose, but I urge you to remember that your education is not ending, it is just beginning. Make a commitment at this ceremony to become lifelong learners and continually hone the skills that you have obtained in your time here. Now, with the exception of the first row, the graduates may be seated. The graduates will come forward as their names are called to receive their degrees and diplomas. As a special request, I ask that audience members respect the solemnity of this ceremony and treat all graduates with dignity and respect during the upcoming conferring of degrees. Now, the first of our deans will come to the lectern as we begin presenting our awards.
Division of Applied Technologies. Candidates for the degree of Associate in Applied Science. Accounting. Misty Michelle Candia, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors. Madison Eads. Ariel Dawn Hawkins. Cortina Lachey McPeters. Luis Enrique Montel Rosales. Ashley Nicole Nelson, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors. Victoria Lynn Smith, Phi Theta Kappa, Honors. Misty Lynn Whitener. Business Administration. Vilma S. Mirja, High Honors. Sarisa Spake. Destiny Triplett. Dustin Wise, Phi Theta Kappa, Honors. Computer Engineering Technology. Spencer Harris. Victor Panita Fuentes, High Honors. Computer Engineering Technology and Electrical Engineering Technology. Eric Orlando Padilla Cefantes. Computer Information Technology. Sophia Stephanie Caravallos. Cosmetology. Mary Beth Johnson, honors. Tanya L. Smith, honors. Criminal Justice Technology. Jesse Arvin Hicks, honors. Cole Bailey Houston, honors. James Darrell Huffman Jr., Phi Theta Kappa, high honors. Tiffany Nicole Juarez, Phi Theta Kappa, honors. Caitlin Brianna McKee. Benjamin Allen Moore, honors. DeMarcus Lee Moore. Madison Renee Pratt. Evan Marshall Tomlinson, Phi Theta Kappa, high honors. Alex Wayne Weaver, honors. Charlie Zong. Digital Effects and Animation Technology. Robert Gass. Early Childhood Education. Rebecca Antone. Connie Darlene Britton, high honors. Jessica M. Butrago. Savannah Ann Burdine. Kimberly Ann Curtis. Courtney Gilbert Everhart. Erica Leanne Reed. Tanya M. Robinson. Electrical Engineering Technology. Jared Wells, Burke Collegiate Scholar. Human Services Technology. Vanessa Shea Austin, Honors. Amber Danielle Panel, Honors. Wendy Lynn Parker. Human Services Technology with a concentration in substance abuse. Brandy S. Greer, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors. Kirk P. Proser, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors. Information Technology. Steve Kitty, High Honors. Christopher Joe Lunsford II, High Honors. Interpreter Education. Micah Lael Johnson, Phi Theta Kappa, Honors. Kayla Danielle Marshall, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors. Mechanical Engineering Technology. Brandy N. Harris, Honors. Dakota T. Merrill. Roanne Michelle Rogers. Mechatronics Engineering Technology. Bryson Dale Lockey. Medical Office Administration. Stephanie Jean Isom. Jeanette Dawn Gestes, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors. Vivian Lee Price. Paralegal Technology. Abby Sierra Fulbright, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors. Deborah Baldwin McPeters, Phi Theta Kappa, Honors. Victoria Brooke Owensby, Phi Theta Kappa, Honors. Pang Zong. Professional Crafts, Clay and Associate in Fine Arts, Visual Arts. Sorsa M. Phillips, High Honors. Professional Crafts, Wood. Sydney D. Garnto, Honors. Simulation and Game Development. Nolan Alexander Blevins. Stephen Knipe. Welding Technology. Ethan Lale. Derek S. Walker, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors. Division of Workforce Continuing Education. Candidates for the degree of Associate in Applied Science. Building Construction Technology. Reese Paul Annis. Horticulture Technology. Garrett C. Acuff. Noah Miles Bowman, High Honors. Cassandra Marie Cook, Honors. Christopher Zimmerman, Honors. Sustainable Agriculture. Theodore Mark Marcantel. Lisa Ann Scrontz, Honors. Lauren Spiegel, High Honors. Burke Middle College. Candidates for the degree of Associate in Arts. Peyton Bradley Barr. Colton Isaac Bentley. Mallory Renee Brown, Phi Theta Kappa, Honors. Tiana Burgess. Lizette Castaneda, Burke Collegiate Scholar, Phi Theta Kappa, Honors. Lindsay Diane Cook. Sarah Jane Cooper, Honors. Jonathan Avery Good, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors. Jillian Colleen Graham, Phi Theta Kappa. Jasmine Gonu Graves, honors. Zachary Ryan Green. Dakota Jolyn Hammonds, Phi Theta Kappa, high honors. Lauren Grace Hudson, honors. Elizabeth Marie Lale, high honors. Victoria Riley Larimore, honors. Tony Singh K. Lee. Elizabeth Starr Morgan. Bridget Mua. Isaiah Malik Payne. Lauren Emily Pearson, Phi Theta Kappa, high honors. Lindsay Ann Portono, honors. Hadel Reyes, Phi Theta Kappa, high honors. Peyton K. Robertson Turner, Phi Theta Kappa, high honors. Victoria Rodriguez. Jordan Danielle Samples, honors. Justin Tyler Sparks. Christy Kachi Vu, honors. Christopher Whaley. Fuchi Jason Zong, honors. Kaylee Gao Galia Zong. Shine Yang. Sunit Yang. Silu Yang. Candidates for the degree of Associate in Science. Mackenzie Schuyler Allen, high honors. Anthony Christophe Klein, high honors. Keith Michael Cook, Phi Theta Kappa, high honors. Haley Danielle Freeman, honors. Bailey Hunt, Phi Theta Kappa, honors. Emily Kayleen Eichard, Phi Theta Kappa, high honors. Seth Johnston, Phi Theta Kappa. Lauren Ann Scott, Phi Theta Kappa, high honors. Huacha Angeli Vu, honors. Mi Zong. Lily Go-Li Yang, Phi Theta Kappa.
One of the interesting things about Western Piedmont Community College is how many people in the area have a connection to the college. I suspect that we have many proud Western Piedmont graduates here today, and I think it would be great to see how many of those past graduates are in the audience. So before I present the graduating class of 2019, I ask all persons in the audience who are Western Piedmont Community College alumni to honor our new graduates by standing and to remain standing. So if you graduated from Western Piedmont, let's see you stand up. If you all will continue to stand while we present the class, it's a terrific legacy of the institution, as you see here. So will the Western Piedmont Community College class of 2019 please rise? So we'll make it official. And now, by the authority vested in me by the trustees of Western Piedmont Community College, the North Carolina Community College System, and the state of North Carolina, and in recognition of the completion of your prescribed programs of study and all other requirements of Western Piedmont Community College, I take great pleasure in hereby conferring your degrees and diplomas to you, together with all rights and privileges. Graduates, the tassel on your mortarboard is currently on the right side, which is the traditional location for students who have not completed their degree. Degree completers wear their tassels on the left. So we degree completers would like you to join us in our ranks, so please raise your left hand. Okay, your other left hand. Now grasp the end of the tassel and move it to the left, signifying your acceptance into the ranks of degree completers. Graduates, you are officially recognized as the Western Piedmont graduating class of 2019. Audience, please stand and applaud our graduates. If the audience will please be seated and remain seated for the recessional so we can keep the aisles open. Thank you.